A simple ram said bugles are different because they're gay shaped. Are you saying that gays are cone shaped?
I meant hat
Confirm.
shaped, not gay shaped. How did that happen? How did that happen?
Yo, that's so good.
You know what?
No, I'm
I'm screenshotting that. That might be in the intro. That might be in the cold open. Folks, what is up and welcome to another Ace Attorney with an actual lawyer. I'm your host, Zach, joined by our voice actor, Wes.
Howdy.
And our actual lawyer, Pridge.
909 contracts to pull, 909 contracts, pull 550, take down some info, still 359 contracts to pull tomorrow.
Wow, I'm impressed that you did the math in your head.
Quick math.
Yeah.
That's what we're here on Save Data Team.
What, 550 plus 359?
Yeah.
That's not that impressive.
I mean, if it was me,
I
I would have been
that
sweating
fast.
furiously in my head, like keep singing, also do math at the same time. Oh shit. Folks, if you like this, you can catch it live on twitch.tv/SaveDataTeam every Wednesday night at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Time. And if you want to support us, please head over to patreon.com/SaveDataTeam, where for just $2 a month, you get access to the full VOD channel of every video we do in its unedited entirety. $5 lets you vote on one of our variety streams, as well as get your name included as an NPC in our D&D campaign saving throw. And at the $10 level and above, you get your name included in this Patreon song. Thank 'em, gotta thank 'em all. Gotta thank 'em all, our Patreons. Burger Bun, Fluff Guff, Sunayama, Philo, Cud, Abe, Holliger, and Sofino. HSM, Ernless, Crow Knight, Danny, Antilester, Kevin Nation, Shadowed, Navi. Witch Tower, Sky, Herlock, High, Tacos, and Sayaki, Forensic, Technical, JFJ, Mystic, Woody. Leprechaun, Jacob Bell, Go, Zeppeli, Shepperstein, T-Flower, Real Life Jolie, The Red Fighter, BBC, What, and Sherlock, Zoom, Sillart, Ami, Borshock. Don't forget A1 Walsh, Shiny Cat, P, Diego Garcia, Alex Boomer, Emily. Dessert Boy Man, Elijah Sly, Rick Rat, Katja, Traveling in a Box, and Snowcat, Conjuring Scribes, Yo Croissant, Fulfilla, Written Word, Shade the Punisher, Sibylla. Thank 'em, gotta thank 'em all. Gotta thank 'em all, our Patreons. But folks, with that all out of the way, let's get back
Yeah, we're racing.
into the game.
All right, so last time, we got an extension because Shamspeare's he looks sham shady.
Yes, and also we've explicitly the trial got delayed because they found out that there was another trace of the what would have been the poison tea frozen at Shamspeare's house, and they needed to run.
We believe we can find. We can find
right.
tea to test.
Yes, and if the tea does have the poison in it, then it's
Yeah.
highly likely that Natsume is guilty, but we could probably also finagle it. So we'll see what happens.
A tippity-tay-tea to test.
I am curious how they're going to do this, whether it's going to turn out that it is poison, we have to find another thing, or if it's not going to be poison and they're just going to find some other reason to blame.
Yeah. It's
Natsume, and we're still going to have to finagle.
It's very weird.
There will be finagling no matter what.
Yes. All right. Whew. We made it back in one piece. The One Piece is real! I had to do it. I'm so sorry. They said it. They gave me the opportunity. We made it back in one piece. Just. To be perfectly honest, I thought we were finished there for a while.
Oh, I know. What a lot of close shaves. There are so many carriages on the streets of London. You were very nearly flattened several times.
No, I was talking about the trial. No, I didn't mean that.
Yes, I know.
Okay.
I have jokes too, you know.
I want to be funny. I want to be more than just the smart, capable, pretty one.
Well, it is International Women's Month, Susato, so...
I want to be the smart, capable, pretty, and funny one.
All right, Susato, give me your tight 5.
It was a marvelous defense, Naruhodo-san. It really was. I was in awe of you.
Oh, thank you.
And now that your fervent exploits have won us some more precious investigation time,
Let's head to the pub and get smashed.
let's see if we can't find some new clues for court tomorrow.
Yes,
Let's get so drunk we can't even stand straight.
let's do that.
What you just said. Is everything all right?
I suppose. I still can't quite believe it, that's all. That I'm here in England, working as a lawyer. I mean, in the Old Bailey, no less. Technically, this is only their 3rd day in England, but yeah, it does feel ridiculous for him to say that.
Well, 3rd case in England, not 3rd day.
Oh, you're right. No, it's more than his 3rd day.
Yeah, Magnus trial happened.
Yep. The truth is, it shouldn't be me, should it? It should be him standing in my shoes. It should be Kazuma.
In case you haven't played the first game, there was this guy named Kazuma, right?
I know.
And we called him
it's so
Katana
weird.
Boyfriend.
And he died in a totally cool and really manly
Epic
He
way.
died doing a
way.
kickflip. Off Big Ben.
Kazuma.
Oh, hell yeah.
It was Kazuma-sama's wish that you follow him to Great Britain and work alongside him.
Yes. I mean, I never had the chance to ask him exactly why, but he clearly had a plan. I wouldn't be here today if it wasn't for him.
And you're doing wonderfully, Naruhodo-san. I've no doubt that Kazuma-sama would say exactly the same if he were here with us.
Thank you, Susato-san. Thank you. So anyways...
No, Kazuma-sama would say, back that thing up, Ryan.
Somebody said look at the shovel. Perhaps we should put this
Oh,
spade
yeah.
away somewhere.
Uh-huh.
That's not a spade, Naruhodo-san. It's a shovel.
You what? No, shovels are for digging. That's for scooping up loose material. It's a spade.
No, spades are for digging. That's for scooping up loose material. It's a shovel.
I like her little lean in is really good.
Mm.
Well, it doesn't really matter, does it?
You're so right, Naruhodo-san. We mustn't quarrel over such trifles.
But I was right.
Even though I'm right.
Damn it. On reflection, then, I think I'll leave the spade where it is.
Yes, you can leave the shovel where it is.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yes, I think that's for the best. We may need a shovel when we're working in the garden.
That's good. All right, summarize for me. It was quite a shock earlier today, wasn't it? When the victim himself turned up in court and took the stand.
I know.
Not only that, but then finding out that he is actually a barefaced gas thief as well.
I know. When he took off his mask and it was actually a bear under there, I was shocked. Yes, that was certainly a surprise to us all.
When he took up his old Victorian era gas mask and it was a weird old man with purple eyes, I surely didn't see that coming. His motives were surely complex, though.
For a while, it seemed as though everyone had quite forgotten about Soseki-san poisoning the tea.
Careful of your phrasing, Susato-san. He didn't poison anything. And there's more to this, Mr. Shamspeare.
Right. Wink, wink.
There's more to this,
I
Mr.
follow.
Shamspeare than we yet know. I'm sure of it.
Mr. Shamspeare certainly wasn't the noble, upstanding man everyone thought he was at first.
What's become of him, actually?
I was told that he'd be returning to the hospital ward where he was receiving treatment.
Oh, which one is that? As if you have to
The
ask.
same one that we always go to, of course. Let me see. Ah, yes, he's at St. Bartholomew's, or Bart's, as Londoners call it.
We know that place, don't we?
Their tagline is "Eat our shorts." Yes, we visited Miss Green there yesterday. It's the same hospital to which she was taken.
Ah, yes. After Soseki-san stabbed her in the back.
Do be careful of your phrasing, Naruhodo-san. He didn't stab anyone.
Perhaps we both owe Soseki-san an apology.
Nah.
No. St. Bartholomew's. Yes, we should probably visit the hospital later. What next? We should go to the hospital. So, we know that Soseki-san took tea to the victim on the night in question. But as he isn't the culprit, then obviously...
Yes, the poison surely wasn't in the tea.
But if that's the case, how on earth did the poison get into Mr. Shamspeare's body?
I'm sure we'll find a clue at the scene. There must be something in Mr. Shamspeare's room that will help us solve the mystery.
Well, naturally, Scotland Yard detectives have been over the place already. But it couldn't hurt for us to have another look around, I think.
Definitely. And I'm desperate to know the outcome of the investigation into the tea theft in the bar of soap. And the tea left in the bar of soap.
Well, if we run into Inspector Gregson, we can ask him about that. I'm sure we will. They're gonna make me do a serious moment in my head. Cosimo Sogi, the best friend I ever had, and a lawyer with such promise. He really saved my bacon in that horrible incident just before we left Japan.
I also definitely read at first the best friend I never had.
I can still picture
And
him
I can
now.
prove without a doubt that this was his bacon. You can't take it from him. Wow, he was so cool when he saved it.
I can still picture him now, looking so fierce and determined in court. That's the first time I ever said the word fierce. And then, after the trial, that crazy idea he came up with. As a stowaway?
So, Naruhodo, what if I took my face off? Yes, you can fit inside my trunk if you curl up small enough, I'm sure. No one will know.
Cosima, won't you tell me why? Why go to these
Ain't
lengths?
nothing but a heartache. Tell me why.
Why go to these lengths so that I can accompany you to Great Britain?
I don't know, man. I think it'd be cool.
Well, it's been on my mind ever since we got through that trial that you really ought to go into law, be a defense lawyer. You've got a natural talent for it. Believe me, I guarantee you're going to like the way you look. I guarantee it.
But I've never even thought about becoming a lawyer.
Cosima Sogi's magical floating headbands. You're going to like the way they look. Well, I can't force you, obviously. You'll have to decide for yourself.
Okay, but I'm already on a boat halfway across the world. I feel like the decision has already been made for me.
Part of my agency has already been taken away.
Yeah.
But anyway, London is the cultural capital of the world, the city at the forefront of everything.
No, not at science. That's the
That's
Germans.
true. That's Germany, idiot. It can't hurt for you to see it with
And
your
not
own
at
eyes.
freedom. That's America.
Unless you're not a white landowner.
USA!
Stop!
This is all right, Zach. This is where you put the American flag as the background now.
You sing the Star Spangled Banner. You input the Star Spangled Banner at this part of the VOD, or else.
No.
We riot.
Listen, Japanifornia hasn't even been colonized yet. It's not even a territory.
What?
I'm assuming that I'm assuming that the land known as Japanifornia eventually is colonized by settlers.
Yeah, right now it's just unclaimed land.
Well, there's
In
people living on it.
1900?
Oh, you know
That
what?
will-
You know what? You got me on that one.
Sam,
No.
what do you think this game is? The 1700s?
You know what? You got for some reason. Yes, I was thinking, but even still, Manifest Destiny had already happened by that point. So
Yes. The
Yeah.
West has already been settled.
yeah.
California might already be a state, I think.
Yeah, California is like in the
But
first
not
20, I think.
Japanifornia. The Japanese pilgrims have to make their way there first.
God damn it. Just read the lines.
I did! It can't hurt for you to see it with your own eyes.
No, that's true. And I was an English major, so like, I guess that's cool.
You know, you're right, Soapy. Manifest Destiny does sound cool. But what about Womanifest Destiny?
I hate your ass.
I suppose
We've had
so.
enough of history. It's time for her story.
I want to leave.
Happy International Women's Month, everybody.
Don't worry, Sophie.
but we
Me too.
love you. I suppose, though, if you were to become a lawyer, then one day
Then one day what?
Oh, no. Never mind.
I can't explain anything of my character. I have
Literally
to leave
what?
everything dramatic.
What does that even mean? What was the holdup on that?
Naruhodo-san?
Oh, sorry. I was just thinking about Kazuma.
Yes. He's forever in my thoughts, too.
Wait! Then let him out! Come out, Kazuma!
To change the Japanese judicial system for the better. That was his dream. And that's why he so desperately wanted to come to Great Britain to study, of course.
Yes.
And not for any, like, weird James Bond type shit, for sure.
Yeah, I forgot about the whole plot of his name being written on a secret list that got It's weird.
Yeah, we'll figure that out.
It was his name, Gregson,
Iris's dad.
Iris. That's right, Iris's
and then
dad, and
someone
then
we don't know.
and then the unknown name.
Yeah.
Ah.
Yes, that's right. But
Shin. Thank you, King Karen.
Yes?
I do wonder if his intentions lay elsewhere sometimes. I don't know. The thought just takes hold of me every now and then, that's all. What the fuck?
Oh. I thought these were just gonna be kind of
Yeah, he's like,
throwaway
secretly,
things.
I think that Kazuma was evil. And I'm just now bringing this up.
Ghostly Paladin. That's a good name. Asa Shin. That's a good Ace Attorney name.
Yeah.
Naruhodo-san, what do you mean by Kazuma-sama's true intentions?
That's what I want to know.
Whoa!
Look at your hands, Naruhodo.
Ah! I mean, this.
His katana.
I never expected to inherit this sword after Kazuma passed away, of course.
Yes, Miss Usato. Why don't you take a closer look?
No, I know. It was because I asked you to take it.
When I have it at my side in court, I feel as though
I could stab people, which is true. I could sword.
it gives me courage.
Yes.
Actually, the night before he died, he told me a little about the sword. It's really sharp. Karama?
It does +5 damage to racists, which is why it's great to bring to
Ooh.
England.
Yeah. It's Van Zeke's only
Hey,
weakness, like
Kazuma.
the Master Sword.
I bet $20 you're gonna tell me that a katana is a Japanese man's soul. It's like your favorite phrase.
Where'd you get that idea?
That's right. It's a prized sword that's been passed down through generations of the Asogi clan. a Japanese man's sword is his.
Say the line, Bart.
No, I'm not going to say. That's not what I was going to say. I was going to say that a Japanese man's sword is his best friend.
Then what the fuck am I?
I can't be parted from my katana. Literally, it's glued to me. Please help me.
Please. It's so weird.
Karma guides me. I truly believe that.
So its name compels the weird to slice evil in two. Not that you would need much compelling.
On that subject, there's something very important that I have to do in Great Britain.
Something you have to do?
Yes. I'd appreciate you seeing it through with me.
Of course I will. Whatever it is, I'll be there to see it to the end with you.
I knew you wouldn't let me down.
Again, also, I'm already halfway across the world on a boat, so like, what else was I gonna do?
I want to emphasize, I feel like I'm pretty clued in on this.
You know, now that I've been studying law, I'm pretty sure this might qualify as entrapment.
I actually think I was legally kidnapped.
What did he mean by something very important that I have to do?
I'd hoped that the answer to that question would become apparent when we arrived here, but as yet, I've not found a single clue.
I see.
Okay.
All
Alright, let's go to places.
right. Someone said go to the hospital first for a thing.
Okay. That's
Isn't that where we're supposed
probably
to go anyway?
that's probably where I was gonna go anyway, so I'm fine with that.
Yeah.
Again,
Mousy.
just a mouse just chilling in the open. Also, scale-wise, that mouse looks pretty fucking big.
That's a huge
It's a
ass
big-
mouse.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's a
I'm
that's
glad
a
I'm not
rat.
crazy. It's fucking massive.
Yeah. It's Ratahili. It's the doctor rat.
What do you suppose is happening? It sounds like some sort of disturbance.
Yes, I hear angry voices singing the songs of angry men.
Oh,
Be not angry, oh ample lady.
Yo, what the fuck?
you just call her fat? Fuck
Yes.
you, Shamspeare.
Verily, thou art mistaken.
Also, holy shit, I don't think I realized how tiny she
How
is.
tall? I know, she's a widow.
Oh, she
she-
is
She's a widow baby.
very tiny.
Is she like 3 feet tall or some shit? Why is she so tiny?
She must be perfectly orb-shaped.
Mistaken my foot. You were looking at my painting. The eye of man hath not heard, the ear of man hath not seen. 'Twas foul indeed, the poison that mustached villain gaveth me. Forgive me, lady. I wish that you'd die from that poison.
God damn.
All right, well, shit. Shit, Olive.
Olive Green also hates actors, confirmed.
God a mercy, ample lady.
Stop
But
calling.
thou seest, I have vigor still. Behold my Shamspeare dance!
Yes!
The Shamspeare dance!
Jump. Ooh.
Yes!
Jump, jump, jump. Ooh.
I can't wait for the
Jump,
next one of my
jump,
friends to
jump,
get married so we
ooh.
can all do the Shamspeare
Jump,
dance.
jump, ooh.
Incredible.
This looks rather ominous, doesn't it?
I'm more disturbed that this rat over here is just watching this. He's having a good time. He's like, yes, yes, do the dance, do the dance.
I love the Shamspeare
Jump,
dance.
ah, jump, 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 ah, jump, 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 ah.
Ah, lo, 'tis the lawyer from the land whence riseth the sun. How now?
Brown cow.
What are you doing here, Mr. Shamspeare?
Mary, I do believe I am returned onto another ward.
No, my name is Ryan.
he was looking. That's what he was doing. Looking at my terrible work.
I love this like shield sword pose she's doing right now.
That is
Great
good.
fight.
That's fucking awesome. This is like artist as a D&D class.
Bard, College of Painting.
Yeah.
Eastern fellow, so dark clad.
What? Can you do that with language? Can you put a Y in front of a normal word?
Is he trying? I mean, is this like a trying to force iambic pentameter sort of thing?
Maybe.
No, I think that is a word. It's just like old English.
Okay.
You clad? It's either a typo, a weird word, or some sort of thing.
Yeah, because I would read it as darkly clad, but
Yeah,
I don't know.
might be a typo. But it's a double typo then, because there's no L
Yeah.
and the Y is moved.
The L is so
Double
close. Well,
typo.
several people are saying it's a word, so maybe.
Yeah, I think it's supposed. I think it's supposed to be like an old English thing.
Hmm.
Faith, thy work in court this morning was wonderful. I do applaud thee.
I'm kind of shocked that you're not mad at me, because I proved that you were defrauding the fucking gas company.
Oh, I'm livid. I'm just not saying it.
Oh, well, thank you.
Oh, but that doesn't mean things will go so wonderfully for you tomorrow, does it?
That was really good. I like that. Yo. Wow. I'm actually impressed that he just smoothed that out like that.
I mean, I don't think I think that thing's fake as shit.
Right.
for sure.
It's totally like
Anon!
I think
Excellent.
it's probably like fucking foam.
yeah. Exeunt pursued by bear. The longest
Longest stage direction in Shakespeare.
Look at us. Folks,
We went
clearly
to
we
school
went to
for
school for
theater.
acting. Yeah.
That's the theater piece of theater knowledge that every theater
They
person
fucking
knows.
shove it down your throat. It's like
Oh yeah.
mitochondria is the powerhouse of the cell. Fucking the longest stage direction in Shakespeare is exeunt pursued by bear.
Do you remember what play it's from?
It's one of the histories. I can't remember though.
It's Winter's Tale.
Oh no, it's not a history. Never mind. Mr. Shamspeare might technically be the victim in this case, but there's definitely a lot more to it than that. It's very hard to pin the man down.
I'm so sorry. I'm such an awful person.
You're not. Miss Green, is everything all right?
Oh, yes. I mean, don't worry about me. They're about to discharge me, so I must get ready to leave now.
Oh, I see.
We're delighted that you'll soon be well enough to go home, Miss Green.
Also, it is wild that she got fucking stabbed in the back 3 days ago, and she's doing pretty okay right now.
Yeah.
I don't know how long that takes
Listen.
to heal, but
Again,
No.
I mean the biggest issue is that knife was not, because it had broken off.
that's
That
true.
was not deep enough to make a
That's true.
truly bad wound.
Yeah, good
Listen.
point.
Again, the shock is probably like
Way worse.
probably
Yeah.
more damaging than the actual knife wound.
Yeah.
Listen, mitochondria can go fuck itself. Olive Green's the powerhouse of the cell.
Oh dear, you're too kind. I don't deserve it. I love her little sit.
How does she even get up there? It's so much taller than her.
I know. She has to like.
All right.
Someone asked if we can click on the rack.
I mean, I was gonna do
oh
it anyway.
yeah,
So
baby.
A mouse, Mr. Naruto. An enormous mouse.
Well, at least the game acknowledges it.
vermin in a hospital? That doesn't seem the best.
But it looks like a very healthy specimen, doesn't it? It's very plump.
I'm not sure that we can say that's down to the excellence of this facility, if that's what you're thinking. All right.
Keep doing great, Radahili.
Can you tell us the secret to the case? So, are you feeling more like yourself today, Miss Green?
I am. Thank you. I mean, people do recover from ordeals like this, don't they? Even people like me.
Well, yes, it really was an ordeal. Sorry. Well, yes, it really was an ordeal, wasn't it?
As far as I was concerned, I was just walking along the snow one evening, minding my own business. And then, completely out of the blue, I was struck in the back by a knife and collapsed unconscious for days. Of course, when I finally woke up again yesterday, the whole business had been cleared up already. What a terrible week it's been for you. Oh no, I'm sure I'm very lucky, really. I'll look back on this fondly.
Really?
Really?
Anyway,
Sure about that?
I must be getting my things together now, so I'm ready to be discharged.
It's gonna be a great story down at the pub. Remember that time I got stabbed in the back? Oh, yes, of course. Sorry to take up more of your time when you're obviously busy. Alright, and one more thing.
So, you packing up there?
No, she's just disassociating right now. And you know what? That's fine. I respect that.
She's zoning the fuck
you
out
fucking
right
earned it,
now.
Olive. There are lots of bottles in that cabinet, aren't there? Do you think it's safe to keep them like that?
If you were a patient here, I feel sure you'd take some medicine by mistake when you were half asleep.
What? That is a worry, but at least the cabinet has a lock, even if it's a flimsy-looking one.
Oh, I've no doubt you managed to unlock that somehow while you were half asleep as well.
Is this like a thing about my character I didn't know about?
I'm actually capable when I'm sleeping.
There are even limits. There are limits to even what I can do when I'm half asleep, you know, Miss Usato. Okay.
No, there are no limits.
Unless y'all meant
The
this.
limit does not exist.
So there are all sorts of medicines in this cabinet. Look. Okay, no, it's the same thing.
Yes, you're.
Oh, no, it's different.
Was it?
Yeah, it was very different.
I'm not sure if it's safe leaving them in reach of everyone like this.
Yes, you're right. I can imagine if you were peckish, you might try a whole bottle or two.
Well,
I'm hungry. Start chugging pills.
Give him pills!
at least there seems to be a little lock to secure the cabinet doors.
So data
Apparently-
recommends do
apparently
not
it's
chug
eating-
pills when you're hungry.
Apparently, things that are normal in London: eating soap and eating just bottles of pills.
I don't imagine that would stop you if you were hungry. I worried that you'd break the lock.
Hunger doesn't turn me into a criminal, you know, Miss Usato. Alright, I don't think we're getting anything else here. Gyarados. Okay, I don't believe we visited this place for some time, so this is definitely the place we gotta be.
Let's go. Saucy, my man.
How you doing?
You looking good and confident.
Yeah, feeling good today.
Posture is on point today.
You are just radiant.
Ugh, you're glowing, Saucy.
Okay.
Oh, Mr. Natsume is back.
So he is. Mr. Natsume! Hello!
Oh. I am a cat.
No, you are a human. That's the name of your book.
He said the thing.
Meow.
Sorry?
Meow. I don't know who Mr. Natsume is, or Herlock Sholmes. I don't know about courts or trials or Old Baileys. I am a cat. That's what I am. Just a cat.
Okay, if you're trying to plead
Reject
insanity,
modernity. Return to cat.
if you're trying to get an insanity
insanity
plea, we need to work on this beforehand, okay?
Yeah, cats don't talk. Just try meowing. And you need to trip someone and kill them, which, might put you back here again. So maybe workshop a different animal.
Mr. Naruhodo, he's trying to escape from reality.
Trying to? He already has.
Escape from reality.
Open your eyes.
A
Look
catly
up to
disguise and see.
I am a cat.
I think you're gonna say I am a cat boy.
Cat boy.
Nyan.
Trying to? He already has completely. So, what is your name then, kitty?
As yet I have no name.
Mr. Naruhodo, he hasn't fully thought out his new identity yet. Maybe it's not too late to bring him back to reality.
Do you think you could open your eyes for us, Mr. Natsume?
What the fuck is this? Ah! Hello.
I am not a cat.
I'm glad for this interlude that was kind of pointless.
It worked! He's back in the real world.
What's going to become of me? No! Don't answer that! It's obvious! My accursed soul is never going to escape this accursed fate!
Mr. Natsume, no. This morning's proceedings in court prove that there's hope.
Yes. Locum student Mr. Naruhodo Esquire was brilliant, but the Reaper is omnipresent! In court, in my lodgings!
Wait, what?
Here, there, everywhere!
What's he looking straight at me for? I think perhaps there are some things we should discuss.
Oh, yes, we must.
Okay, goodbye.
Yeah.
And on that note,
There were some things we were going to discuss, but
you're a cat now,
you're
so
crazy. And
As a
cats
cat, I don't think
talk.
it's very helpful. So let's gonna head out and find someone who's not a cat.
Fuck, I already did this joke, but I'm not a cat. It's just a filter.
It's just a filter. He's not really a cat, guys. It's just a filter.
Also, shout out to that tweet. That tweet has done better than any tweet we have ever made on the Save Data channel. It has over 300 likes. It's fucking crazy.
Wow.
Yeah.
Good job. Good tweet.
hell yeah.
It has it's like 1,000 or 100 retweets and over 300 likes. Like, fucking shout out to y'all for liking that tweet.
In my whole life, have I ever been so moved as I was today? No! Of course, if I cast my mind back, there were perhaps one or two other occasions that moved me more.
Why would you say that?
But if I just block those out, then today, being in that courtroom was... It was the most moving experience of my life! Locum student Mr. Naruhodo Esquire!
You're too kind.
Scotland Yard found the remaining tea, just as we deduced, and are analysing it as we speak.
There's nothing wrong with that tea. They won't find a drop of poison in it. That's a
Oh, sorry.
solemn, sworn
Soseki certainty.
Okay. Tell me, did you both drink the tea at the same time that night?
Oh yes, most definitely. Remember, drink tea while it's hot.
Yeah.
We both poured it down our throats like it was a hot bath for our bellies.
That's a wild statement.
That's what I say when I drink tea. I go, "Nyum, nyum, 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 nyum." It's like a hot bath from my belly.
From my belly. And at the time, you were both completely fine.
As shown by the fact that he and Mr. Shamspeare then engaged in the Romeo and Juliet championship match. I suppose the focus of tomorrow's proceedings will be how the poison was taken by the victim then.
Wait, but we know he didn't pour it right down his throat because he used it to make his coins.
Yeah, something's going on.
Interesting.
Because Natsume seems to think definitively that he saw him drink the tea, whereas
Right.
Shamspeare's like, no, I didn't drink it, bro. Not until...
Now, was it one of those fake, hold it up to my lips and just not actually
Yeah,
close my lips deal, not actually open my mouth deals?
right.
Yeah.
That rotten Shamspeare! What have I ever done to him?
You don't recall him taking issue with you over anything you've done recently?
Other than kicking his ass? No. I've been holed up in my room, immersed in books. I don't recall anything at all!
Right.
But what I don't understand is why he didn't let me know sooner.
Let you know what, Mr. Natsume?
That he hated me!
About the soap, of course. What else? I would have get in on this.
Yeah, that's a good grift!
Oh dear. Are you struggling with such a meager stipend?
Of course I am. If I had money, I wouldn't have chosen to live an accursed existence in such accursed lodgings.
Oh, yes, you said that it's because that place is cursed that it's so cheap, didn't you? Didn't you?
Exactly. Especially the room that I rent. The spirit of that capital offender who lived there still haunts the place, and it's trying to kill me!
Did we know that the previous person was a capital offender? We just knew that they had died, right?
I don't know if we knew
Yeah,
that.
I don't remember that.
Interesting.
I don't remember that.
Oh, psh, there we
yeah,
go.
there we go.
Capital offender?
Might I ask, locum student Mr. Naruhodo Esquire, that the next time you visit me, you bring scores of super soft soaps?
We just revealed the hoax. It's not going to work anymore.
Also, I don't want to somehow end up being an accomplice to you defrauding the fucking gas company.
We'll bring you cat food, don't worry.
I don't think there's really anything to like show him that's particularly interesting.
Mega Disney
I
says
mean, again,
present
you can check the
soap.
leaf thing and see if Susato says anything about, oh, maybe we have something more to ask him.
Oh, yeah.
I don't think so.
Nope.
No, it
Doesn't
doesn't seem like it. Present the soap.
Yeah.
All right. Damn it.
Present soap!
Mr. Natsume, what do you know about this?
Ah, there it is! That lathery lowlife took my neighbor's life and sent me sliding to the depths of despair!
Lathery Lowlife is so good. I love
That
that.
is really good.
Slippery, sickly, psychotic saboteur!
You've really gone off soap, have you? You've gone off the soap end.
Absolutely! And I've made up my mind.
I'm not taking another bath again.
The next time someone gives me soap as a present, it's friendship finished firmly, forever!
Damn.
I don't know that we can blame soap for everything that's happened, Mr. Natsume.
Yeah, okay. Alright. Let's see here. Oh, okay. Should we go say hello to Sholmes and Iris?
What does it say when you do Mr. Shamspeare's room?
My heart nearly
Stop
stopped when
the
Shamspeare's...
No? Then yeah, let's go to Sham's Suite.
Okay.
What
That
up?
seems to be where our lovely Susato is guiding us.
Yep.
God, I forgot how fucking cute her side of the room is.
Was it this dressed up last time?
Oh, yeah.
Huh. I feel like it's slightly different.
adorable.
All right, what's going on here? Hey.
Hey.
Oh, Bruno and Susie. Hooray! You're back.
Hello, Iris. You're in fine spirits as always, I see.
I am. And you look as immaculately presented as ever, Susie.
Oh, you flatter me.
Well, you couldn't have come at a better time. I've just made a pot of tea. I've added something very interesting to it.
Oh no.
Iris, can we talk to you?
I'll set some cups.
Really? Thanks, Iris. But actually, what is that foul smell?
It's the strychnine.
Haha! I just shitted and farted.
You got me on that one. That was good. Especially with the.
I just got glare. I just shit my pants.
Aha! The Wanderers return at last. Where on earth have the pair of you been?
We've been in court?
Oh, for Mr. Moustache's case? That was today, was it?
Yes.
I'm sure I mentioned it only yesterday, Mr. Sholmes.
I'm sure you think you did.
Fucking asshole.
Well, we can laugh about it now. So tell me, how did the trial go?
Is the Japanese man dead yet?
Reasonably well so far. We've managed to escape without a guilty verdict, at least.
Also, I hate what he just said to her. It was like, well, you can think you said that.
Oh
to me.
yeah, no, it's
Sure,
extremely
whatever.
dismissive and like
ew, fuck you. Really? I would have liked to see it. And I must pass the time of day with Mr. Reaper again. It's been too long.
Is Lord Van Zeek's an acquaintance, Mr. Sholmes?
Naturally. There's not a person in the world who doesn't know my name, Mr. Naruhodo.
He doesn't seem to like you. So what's up with that? Not quite what I asked, but still.
Everyone is an acquaintance of mine. But I don't know anybody.
Mr. Sholmes, whatever is that odor?
Yes, what is it? It's faint, but it's absolutely awful.
Ah, indeed. That's the scent of victory, my dear fellows. Victory in science. I call them my brown pants.
God damn it.
Oh dear.
All right, I'll bite. What's he up to now? I learned to play the brown note on my violin. Real talk, I remember watching, I think it was like Mythbusters or one of those kinds of shows, and they were like, we're going to play the brown note now. Prepare yourself. You might shit your pants. And I was like terrified. And I was like, should I mute the television right now? Like, what do I do? Like, do I listen to it? Do I turn it on max and like go to my bathroom so I can still hear it just in case? And then they, hey, guess what? I didn't shit my pants. Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Real shocker. Hope it doesn't, ruin anyone's day.
Lord Barak von Zeeks. Yes, an interesting sobriquet he has, isn't it? The Reaper of the Bailey. Once the legendary prosecutor has fought for someone's conviction, that person is doomed. Even if he or she is found not guilty by the courts, sooner or later, the hapless soul will vanish from the capital.
But vanish how exactly?
Oh, well,
By
anyone he
falling-
doesn't find guilty, he pays for them to stay at a nice resort outside of the capital.
Oh, that's
They always leave and just go spend time at the resort. He's actually quite nice. He
Yeah.
feels bad for prosecuting people that don't deserve it.
Oh.
He's actually really, really freaking friendly.
By falling under a passing carriage, or drowning in the Thames, or succumbing to a sudden fever, or quite out of the blue, being set upon by a highwayman. There are numerous routes to one's final terminus, my dear fellow.
It all seems a little far-fetched, really. That's Wes's favorite Pokemon.
Did somebody say far-fetched?
Yep.
Wow.
I knew he was gonna pull it out.
Oh man, I just love him. Isn't he great?
No, he's really cool.
Well, on the bright side... Well, on the Mr. Bright side, Mr. Moustache is fighting fit. For the time being, at least.
Well, once we solve this case, he'll be coming out of his cage and hopefully feeling just fine. That's not overly reassuring.
If the rumors are true, though, the obvious conclusion would surely be that it was only a kiss. That those acquitted are, well, by Lord Van Zeek's own hand.
As it happens, Mr. Soto, that is quite impossible.
Oh? Why?
Naturally, the man very quickly came under such suspicion. However, whenever these incidents occurred, the Reaper always had a cast iron alibi.
Really?
La, 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 da, da. And so his reign continued. But 5 years ago, he
Are we
vanished
sure
from the courts.
Van Zeek doesn't just have a death note?
Oh!
Ooh.
He vanished from the courts, never
It's
to
all-
appear as a
And I-
prosecutor again.
I take a fish and chip and
Chip
eat it.
and eat it.
Yo,
All
chat, please,
according
please.
to Keikaku.
That's a good one. Chat, that's a good one.
There he is.
I hope
good one.
I
I
hope
like
I'm
that.
showing the art right now. Oh fuck.
For those that don't know, Keikaku means plan.
Sorry, can you give me this one
He
more time?
vanished from the courts, never to appear as a prosecutor again. That is until you arrived in the country, Mr. Naruhodo.
Yeah, what's the deal with that? So I've heard. In fact, it was the very day I arrived, when I was thrust into that trial at the Old Bailey. That bitter fight to the death coincided with the Reaper's resurrection. It really did end bitterly indeed.
Oh, do we get some McGilded? Aw. And here you are facing Mr. Reaper again. Please,
no.
Mr. Reaper was my father.
I don't know if you're just incredibly unlucky or incredibly unlikable.
Whoa!
Damn.
Damn, Iris!
Iris, what the fuck?
Feels a little rude.
I know you're like 10, but damn. I
don't like you either.
think it goes deeper than just me. I sense a general loathing of all Japanese people.
Yes,
mean,
it's called being racist.
Yeah.
I kind of think he's racist, Iris.
You can just say it. Call him racist.
No, I have a sad backstory reason why I'm racist.
The new option is Japanese people.
Man, I'm really, really
Terrified.
hoping- I'm really, again, I genuinely want the twist to be good, but I am terrified that there is no way it can overcome him just being innately racist.
No, there is no way it's going to overcome
Yeah.
because racism is never justified.
Right.
I mean,
right.
some
That's true
There's no way
too.
they can justify it.
he had a Japanese friend and they betrayed him some way, or he thinks they did.
They stole his lunch money.
Yeah, they took his, what was it? The $37
38 cents or dollars, yeah.
30, yeah.
38 threepence.
His 38 halfpennies.
Yeah. So, what is that incredibly foul smell?
Ah, well, most probably this, I would say.
What is that?
My dear fellow, it is, of course, my latest invention.
Blue shit.
A chemical test that can identify whether or not a tea is genuine at the drop of some tea.
What?
That is the most wildly perfect coincidence for what we're doing today. Okay, thanks, cool.
Oh my!
There are some unscrupulous sorts manning the stalls along some of London's less frequented streets. They regularly sell what purports to be a high-quality tea, but is in fact merely dyed leaves of drab flavor.
Well, that's certainly unsavory behavior.
So, when one is presented with what appears to be black tea, one must be careful. Iris!
Already, Hurley.
Let us add a drop of my chemical to this cup of tea here. Do you see what happens?
It exploded.
It turned completely black.
And what a foul odor it's giving off.
Indeed. The blacker the tea becomes, the more foul the odor. The better the tea is.
Now, hold the phone.
It would appear that this cup was a particularly fine Darjeeling.
That's very ingenious, but what do you do with that black liquid now?
Why, dispose of it naturally. Surely you wouldn't like to drink it, would you?
There does seem to be a rather obvious problem with your new invention, Mr. Shelms.
Hence why this chemical test is merely a test, my dear madam.
Right.
The point is, we are entering a new era of science. In the world of criminal investigation also.
Yes, forensic science. Oh, these are such exciting times.
Forensic Beck. Shout out.
I regularly engage in this scientific experimentation alongside my unofficial consulting detective work. The Sholmes method will be the foundation upon which modern investigative technique is based. This little tea indicant was a happy byproduct of my ongoing forensic science research.
Forensic science? I suppose I should find out more about that. Let's talk to him about it. We'll save Japanese people for last, because I'm curious what they'll say. So your tea test, is that an example of forensic science?
Indeed it is. An essential tool in cases that hinge on the knowledge of whether some tea is of high or inferior quality.
Not a huge number of cases, then.
Perhaps a more practical example is required. Fingerprints? Not yet accepted in our courts as evidence, I might add. Really, we are dragging our heels here.
Wes, I want to give you a gold medal. You resisted temptation. They said the word. You even had to say it.
Yeah, they did.
And you just let it go by. I'm so proud of you.
Yeah.
So proud of you.
I'm a recovering addict. Thank you for acknowledging.
I hadn't even heard of them until recently.
Which is partly why I undertake research in this field myself, of course.
Does that mean you're studying fingerprints, Mr. Shelms?
There are others in that field already, and I abhor the company of inferior minds. No, what I am researching is skin prints.
What? Skin prints?
A nomenclature of my own design, as is this chemical agent that makes it possible. It instantly reveals objects touched by whichever person is under investigation.
That seems impossible.
Brilliant, Mr. Shelms.
As long as it doesn't turn everything completely odorous and black.
It does.
Damn it.
I assure you, my dear fellows, you will witness my forensic talents in action very soon indeed.
Okay, let's talk about Japanese people. I hope this doesn't end up awkward. With Mr. Natsume, who I'm currently defending, Being Japanese as well as Miss Susato and myself, I felt it even more keenly in court today. For some reason, Lord Van Zeeks seems to have a inherent disdain for the Japanese.
Indeed. It is an interesting observation.
Do you know something about it? Do you, Mr. Sholmes?
It was about 10 years ago that Barak Van Zeeks chose to enter the legal profession. However, before that time, the young man's closest companion hailed from the Empire of Japan.
No.
What the? Tell us more, Mr. Sholmes. What happened? No.
I believe I've made it clear before. I'm unable to tell you anything about the affair.
God fucking damn it. I just want to know.
Oh, but...
The veil will be lifted on the events of the past in due course. I have no doubt.
Okay, so like case 4? Like, do we have to wait till case 5?
So
I'm feeling that's a case fiver.
I wonder if maybe that's why the Hound of the Baskervilles couldn't be published, is because it reveals something about Van Zeeks.
Oh.
And I imagine also Sholmes is like Van Zeeks' friend.
I mean,
I imagine it was a trio. It's Sholmes, Van Zeeks, and some other person. If
there's one thing that Ace Attorney loves doing, it's making everything revolve around one case that happened in the past that affects everyone's lives to this day.
Oh,
so I would believe that. That's pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
That would be a good guess, actually. Yeah.
Yeah, it's the DL. I don't know. The DL negative
incident.
6. Yeah, the DL1. This is the DL1.
For now, however, it is Mr. Moustache who is most deserving of your attention, I believe.
Yeah.
No, he'll be fine.
Well, I think we should go back to the scene and see if we can uncover new clues.
That's the spirit, Reno.
You're going to give us a new thing? No.
See you later.
Okay.
Get the fuck out of my house.
Yes. Until later.
I like both of them doing
I
the
love
same
them
pose.
doing it the same
Yeah,
I know.
It's cute.
Cute.
No, Mr. Sholmes, we were thinking you would come with us. Nope.
You were?
Yes, of course. You just said so a moment ago. You said we'd witness your fantastic forensic talents in action.
Ah, yes. I do recall saying something along those lines. But you go on ahead. I shall be sure to follow you later. In all likelihood. Probably. Maybe. Well, I might.
Your commitment astounds me.
Oh, thank you, Mr. Sholmes. We'll eagerly await your arrival.
Bye-bye, Bruno. Bye, Susie.
So
That was fun. That was a funny interaction.
So that's just in case we don't go directly to the place next. That's why he won't show up in those scenes, I'm assuming.
Uh-huh.
All right, let's go to Shamspeare's room.
Right in Sharpie, how dare you? Chris is gonna come.
Yeah, I was about to. I saw that and I was like, God damn it. Zoom said there should be a Pokemon game about food with one thing being sweet and another savory. Just imagine if Litwick was a toasted marshmallow. Pokemon Edibility with Brian David Gilbert. Just in case people don't know, Chris, Save Did as Chris, made an incredibly good Pokemon edibility video that you should go watch. It's like 45 minutes. It's pretty comprehensive. It's very good.
That Brian David Gilbert stole from under our noses.
He published it the day before we published ours, which absolutely gutted Chris. So go give that video some views. Oh, hey. Salty Pockets. Hello again, Inspector Gregson.
That's Inspector Salty Pockets to you. What are you doing here?
My job? Well, we were hoping to have another look around, actually.
The lawyer representing the defendant has a right to examine the scene, as I'm sure you're aware.
Nerd. Yeah, I know the score.
Oh, yes. One other thing. The soap on the ledge outside the window. Did you find it? With the tea in it?
Yeah, we found it all right. And there was a small amount of tea in it, as you said.
I knew it!
It's with the identification section at the yard now. They're looking into it. The results should be available later today.
That's wonderful news. Thank you.
Serious moment? Oh.
Pretty impressive performance in court this morning.
Sorry.
Nothing, forget it. Just make sure you don't disturb anything in here.
Just make sure you don't try to get a villain off in the next case. Just throwing that one out there.
Don't make illegal deals with accused suspects.
Yeah. And then we'll be good, you and I.
Oh, hello!
That pop-in of him was... Because Gregson was definitively there, and then... Alright, Sholmes, what are you up to? Mr. Sholmes, what are you up to over there?
What? Ah, I didn't do it. What a question indeed. Was it not your good self who asked me to attend the scene?
Oi! What are you doing here, Sholmes?
What are you up to over there? What are you doing here? Dear me, once a great detective, one is always under scrutiny, it seems.
Is now the time, Mr. Sholmes? Are you about to show us your forensic talents in action as you promised?
With the greatest of pleasure, my dear madam.
He pulls out a gun, shoots a vase.
Whoa, that's rad looking.
That's cool. That's cool. That's what his sprite of his goggles being pulled down looks like. What's all this? That's actually cool as shit.
All this is precisely what you requested, Mr. Naruhodo.
What?
Herlock Sholmes' sensational skin
I'm going
print
to
seeker
shoot
gun.
I made the joke about him shooting a vase. I didn't think he'd actually pull out a gun.
It requires a large amount of skin for it to work.
Oh my god.
Moments ago, I took a sample from the teacup that was used by the victim.
A sample from Mr. Shamspeare's cup?
Each individual leaves microscopic secretions on everything he or she touches. A sample of those secretions is all I need to produce this, a refined indicator solution. By liberally spraying the room with this chemical, everything the victim touched is instantly revealed with the aid of these goggles.
Well, this is his apartment, so I imagine it's going to be almost fucking everything.
Here, try them on.
Damn it. I was
There.
kind of hoping
Now
it would go
spray
red.
the chemical indicator about and all will be revealed.
And we would do the fucking Emma Sky, everything's covered in blood meme again.
Yep.
But no, everything's covered in blue.
Now, in order to make this work, you have to drink this solution.
No!
Here you go. Bottoms up.
Gluck, 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 gluck. Spray? How do I do that exactly?
A little
Well,
press
you
of...
need to Gregorian chant.
Oh.
A little press of space on the area you're interested in is all that's required. Like this.
Oh, what is that stuff? It's like fog. Is it like
A
fog,
suspension
Brian?
of the... A suspension of the chemical indicator is a pressurized gas. It's the most efficient way to cover a large area. That was another invention I discovered incidentally whilst I was developing this idea.
As you do.
Go ahead, try it, my dear fellow. We may learn something interesting about the victim's movements on the night in question.
Well, there's nothing to lose, I suppose. Let's explore.